living up in my attic. I can hear their little claws scratching at the wood. I can smell the insulation soaked in their pits. My mental health ain't looking too good. Now I'm mad as hell because they won't leave. I got bees flying out of my head. Mad as hell. Someone call me to me. I got bees flying out of my head. On a squirrel trap from the hardware store, but these son of a bitch squirrels caught on quick. They walked away with all my goddamn peanuts. I could hear their evil laughter through the bricks. Now I'm mad as hell because they will not leave. I got bees flying out of my ass. Ooh, oh, mad as hell. Someone call me a priest. I got bees flying out of my ass. We really want to know. I can't say I swore I'd never tell a soul. Oh, come on, mama, you secret senseless. My lips are sealed, I can't breathe them. How so many bees got up inside my hole? Now I'm mad as hell because they won't leave. I got bees flying out of my ass. Someone call the police. I got bees flying out of my ass. Ouch, I'm mad.
Oh, yeah, somebody call the police because I got bees flying out of my ass. What? That's good, y'all sexies. That is 10 straight seconds of pew, 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 pews for you, my pod people. I hope you're doing good. I hope you are. Welcome to F43. We are doing it large and we are doing it live. And you never know. You never know who we're going to have on. You never know what we're going to do. Are we late tonight? Yes. Are we later than normal? Yeah, we're starting a little late tonight. We had stuff to do. We had people to talk to. I had a haircut to get. You know what I'm saying? I was looking shaggy. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the barber, Nemo. He was great. And so, yeah, that's what's going on, guys. How was your week? Has it been good? I hope it's been good. And I hope you're doing good, too. I hope things are wonderful for you. We are rocking it and we are rolling. I got a lot of crazy people messing with me, but that's all right. But ladies and gentlemen, more importantly than any of that, we got a guest tonight. Yeah, that's right, a guest. And not just any guest. We got an epic guest. We got a returning guest. We got one of our favorite guests. You know what I'm saying? We got one of those guests that he makes you go. But sometimes his comedy hits you like a slap on the face. You know what I mean? But he's always down. And he's always the homie. Ladies and gentlemen, oh, Haram in the building. Pew, 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 pew. Haram, if you're not doing nothing, you want to jump in, you're more than welcome. But let me get my man introduced. Ladies and gentlemen, coming to the stage right now, the very funny, the southern, the weird, but the amazing Michael Mann. You know what I mean?
Hola.
What up? Yes, the modern day.
Oddly enough, that's
miracle.
that's the same sound my cock makes when I ejaculate.
I think you should get that looked at. I really, really do, my friend. I think you should.
I actually make those noises when I come. I just like pew pew pew. Oh, headshot.
How do the ladies that are on the receiving end of that feel, man?
Normally they can't see it coming. That's why they pay me the small bills.
I hate it when you bring, you know what I mean? Like, I should have seen it coming a mile away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you and her both.
You know what I'm saying? Let's see here. And so, Reef, if you're down, check your Twitter messages. If you can't, no big deal, but the open invite is there. You know what I mean? Okay, my brother. How you been? What's been going on with you? How's your motherfucking summer been, dog?
I got to show you something because the heating went out of my home. No, excuse me. The air conditioning went out.
I was going to
in
say
my
the
home.
heating or the AC. Yeah.
No AC. Okay. $3,000 AC bill. No problem. I'll just put in window units. Guess what? The bitch who owned this place earlier put security bars all over the windows.
Do you live in the hood?
No, I live in the deep fucking South. If the hood means if that's slang for wetlands, then yeah. I want to show you how hot it is. This is a candle for my house.
Oh, no
That is
way.
a motherfucking candle.
Man, I have to bring it
Yes.
up big. Look at that. Was that today? He's in
Oh
prison.
no, dude, no. So my brother, God bless his heart, came down and my nephew, and they took the bars off. Normally, you know, it should cost like $500-600 for motherfuckers to come do that. Now I figured out all you need is a goddamn sawzall and a meth head, and they're off in 10 minutes.
Yeah, hey man, I find if you can't do it without a sawzall and a meth head, does it really need to get done? I think would be
Exactly.
we should be asking ourselves.
Not like my nephew's a meth head, but yeah, no, he's not.
I mean,
And
he's related to you, so we know what's happening.
Hey, I've done many a drug.
Oh, what a perfect way to say. Hey, look, I've done a lot of drugs. Okay. Yes. Clearly, you know what I'm saying? That's awesome.
Oh, and I got chop blocked by a goddamn pit bull.
Yeah, you said you almost lost your foot, right? Is that what you're talking about?
Dude, yeah.
Story.
Bit me in half like a goddamn slinky. And you know what's bad about those dogs when they knock you over?
Wait.
I love he's laughing about that.
Wait, rewind. He did what to you like a slinky?
I say chopped me. I fell like a slinky.
Okay.
What'd you think I said? Fuck me like a slinky?
No, that would be awesome.
But you
so
know,
wait, so
yeah.
Okay, so explain to me. Wait. So you're walking, and then a dog he's definitely absolutely. He was like trying to escape prison. So wait, so there's a dog. Let's start there.
Yeah, there's a dog, and she's a beautiful little pit bull mix.
I know you want me. Bing.
Yeah.
I know you want me. Bing.
Oh, the pit bull's name is Shotzi.
Ah.
So yeah, but what happened? She was laying on the love seat because what am I gonna stop her? So she's laying on the love seat, and I go over there and say, "Hey, I go up there like a good owner. Oh, that's a good girl. That's a good shot. That's a good girl. That's a good girl." I turn around to walk away. She says, "You're not done, bitch," and just jumps down and clips me behind both my knees.
Ooh.
I fall like a tree.
Brutal.
I hear stuff breaking, and I'm thinking, "God damn it! I just got off the goddamn methadone. Time to get back on."
Ouch.
Yeah, so yeah, it turns out it's not broke. It's just black and blue, and yeah, so it's like I didn't walk with a limp before. I mean, before it just looked like I had a stick in my ass. Now it looks like I have a stick in my ass that goes all the way down to my ankle.
Did you have to get it looked at?
Yeah, I looked at it. And when if I can't walk
by a professional. Did you have to get it looked at by a professional?
No. I figured, if I can't walk in the next 4 days, then I'm going to get it looked at. So I can walk now, but yeah.
That's fair. Walking is key, man. Walking is key. So what else have you been up to other than getting how was your July 4th? Did you do anything fun for the holiday?
Oh,
I know us Southern folk like to get down, so.
Yeah, well, my brother and my nephews came down. They hung out for like 4 or 5 days. They're also the ones who chopped down took off the damn bars. Oh, and let me tell you what. Tell me if this is just not my luck. The bars get chopped down just today. And I hear someone ring the doorbell. No one comes out to this house because it's in the fucking sticks. Open the door and there's this guy going, 19-year-old kid going, "Hey, you have that trailer back there. I've been saving up money. I'd like to buy it off of you." And my mother, who's a sweet lady, said, "Oh, no, you can just have it. And I'm looking at this guy because tweaker, no tweaker. I'm like, this guy's a motherfucking tweaker. He's doing one of two things. Really wanting that trailer or just scoping out the fucking house. You know, so I made sure to come out there and let him know. It ain't just some old broad here. Yeah, I'm a skinny. Look, I love it when people go, oh, he's skinny. What's he going to do? Well, that's why there's a Second Amendment.
Could you, okay, so do you honestly
think, people?
Quick question. Do you honestly think you could shoot a gun and handle the recoil of said weapon? Is that
no, I test fire every weapon I shoot. If I'm going to buy a weapon, I test fire it to make sure it's not going to break my fucking arms.
So you're saying you currently have weapons?
Shit, yeah, I currently have several.
Word. You try to sell a gun? I need a gun. I need another gun.
Yeah, no, I have several guns. No. The older I get, the more paranoid.
And I'm saying, are you trying to sell one? I need one, bro.
Are you trying to sell one? Man, you can go down to a pawn shop, get a gun, and get, unless you like, tried to assassinate the president or possibly are thinking about it, or excuse me, ex-president. Yeah, so that. So
anyway,
yeah.
Did you hear about DeMario Oates and what happened to him?
No, what happened to Mario?
I'm gonna have to pull this up. Hold on. He got into a full-on brawl, and it went like viral. Like I had people from Hawaii and California and stuff being like, this guy. I'm like, yeah, that's the hope.
Can I see DeMario handling his business when he has to? Absolutely, yes. Did I see DeMario starting shit? No, I can't see him starting shit. I can see him finishing it, but I don't know. I haven't seen it.
I haven't asked him if I can show it, but it's viral, so a lot of people are showing it. So,
all right. So, what was it, like a bar brawl or something?
Yeah, no, he was on stage and a dude rushed the stage because he has that real edgy crowd work that he does where he'll just come after people. You know what I'm saying? So, all right, I got it. Let me pull this.
He beat his fucking ass.
Yeah, he messed the dude up.
Yeah, good.
So, yeah. Let's see here. There's the good video. All right. No, watch this, bro. No worries, Rom. Shout out. Thank you, brother. All right. Watch this, man. Let me pull up this. All right. So can you see that?
It's just loading now. Yeah, I see it.
All right. Check this out. So this is Tulsa Comedy Club, right? So
okay.
This is Tulsa Comedy Club, and this is what.
Now they're supposed to have security at Tulsa Comedy Club.
Yeah,
right?
They're supposed to have security at all the comedy. Anyway, this is what happens. So this is DeMario right here, right? And you see him at this point. He's already busted a guy in the face with the microphone, and now he's coming off stage.
Okay.
I'm steady screaming out for the law, for the six.
Let me do the one without the video because we'll get copyright struck. So let's see here. Here it is. Okay, so he's on stage, and the dude is like, I'm going to fight you. I'm going to fight you.
A bunch of them coming up.
Yep. And he's like, I'm going to fight you then. And so DeMario hits him with the mic. He's like, come on. So the dude swings on him. Him and DeMario get into it. And he tells the whole story. Then this chick starts pulling his braids, bro. She's pulling his hair, and ain't nobody stopping her. So he has to push her down. Then he goes right back after the dude. Right? He goes after the dude. And then people are breaking it up. Then the chick right there, if you didn't see, she hits him again. But at that point, she busted him upside the head with a beer bottle. She broke a beer bottle over his head. And then she hits him again. So he pulls around and pushes her down and hits her. In self-defense, of course, legally.
Well, you hit me with a beer bottle.
And then the dude who started the whole thing, watch that bitch running like a bitch. Just running. They're like, where you going? What you doing? He's like, I'm going to get my gun. And he was just running out. Still got arrested and everything. But this went viral, dude. Right. Yeah. And then DeMario did some comedy with it. Watch this one right here. DeMario's like, I'm going to give my reaction video. See, he's smiling. Boom. Oh, I missed him. Man, damn. He's like, yeah. See? Ow, my hair. That's what you get.
Really got. I mean, it's too many.
You see what I'm saying? He is marketing it. And this is the dude he busted. That's a microphone, dude. If you ever busted, you see it?
Was that
that's a micro. It's the perfect size of a microphone right there, man. He got busted. And he said the microphone just went to pieces on him, man. Just went straight to pieces. So,
Yes.
yeah.
Now, DeMario didn't get no blowback from that, did he?
No, man, of course not.
Not
it wasn't
from
his
the club.
They rushed the stage. He had to defend himself. At that point, they put him liable. Then it came like 2-3 dudes attacking him with nobody helping him. And so,
I was
man,
going to say, where were the other comics? Because I know this is not
Butter. If you know Butter was there. Butter, you saw him. Butter was on the video, and then one dude was just on the stage, all locked up. So anyway, it's crazy out here right now, dog. It's crazy in these streets, homie.
I'm sorry, my little 100-pound ass would have been swinging golf clubs or something. But that no, you just count. Yeah,
It depends on the
situation.
situation.
Those comics who just sat back and did nothing. Shame on you.
Yeah, it depends on the situation, man. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well,
I mean, like, dude, if you know that everybody else there is bigger and you know you're going to get your ass whipped no matter what, the best thing to do is just stay out of it. It's like, man, like, you're the homie, but I'm not trying to die over our friendship. You know what I'm saying? So,
I guess I'm from a different age. All right. Yeah. Okay. Yep.
No, I'm with you, man. But, also, I'm trying to get him up over nobody anymore. I'm too old. Yeah, I'm in my 20s and 30s, but now, no.
Yeah. So, DeMario's not a little man. DeMario's what, 6'2", maybe 260, 250?
Yeah, no, he's a monster. That's why he beat everybody in his path. It's not like he needed help. Like, he literally cleared the room. Just like, who wants a taste? Like, he didn't need help. Like, I honestly believe if we were in that room, we were like, oh, crap, there's nothing we can do. Like, all we would do is be getting in his way. You know what I mean? So
it probably was done in less. The length of that video was probably how long it took.
Yeah, 20 seconds. Yeah, the whole thing happened in like probably 20, 30 seconds. So also, you rush the stage, you get what you get. As a comedian, what's your thought? Here's my rule. If you come at me on stage, whatever hellfire I have to bring you, if the club isn't protecting me and you think that you don't get what I'm doing to the point of you want to physically hurt me, then I should be able to bring hell fire on you. You know what
and
I'm
going to
saying?
tell you right now, too, the clubs have got to have better security, knowing how these goddamn audiences are behaving. And I'm not saying all audiences. There's just certain kinds of audience members who have no business being in a comedy club. The security's got to be better. Someone's going to end up getting severely hurt over a goddamn joke. And a lot of times it's not even a joke about them. Now, I know DeMario does a lot of crowd work and stuff. So the best case, if you don't want to be involved with a crowd work comic, don't respond to them. And they'll move on to the next person. It's very simple. Is this your wife? Yes. What's her name? Janice. What's she do? Security. Don't feed them nothing. Just don't feed them, and they'll move on.
Or one of the main secrets, too, to all of that, kiss the comedian's ass, bro. It's not you want to get somebody, like, comedians want to be loved. That's why we do what we do. So it's not hard. If a comedian comes after you, be like, man, you're so funny, man. You're just one of my favorites. Like, I've been following you for a minute, dude, and I'm just happy to be here and see if you're like, oh, well, thank you. That will disarm a comedian. Listen, if anybody's listening and a comedian comes after you or he's doing crowd work, you become an instant fan of his. You treat him like he's Elvis, and you'll get all the love. He'll be nice to you. In fact, he'll attack other people on your behalf in the crowd. Straight up. No diggity. So,
I mean, there's certain comics you go to and you expect a roast. Jeffrey Ross. Even if you go to a Matt Rife show, there's crowd work. Hell, that's how he built his whole fucking career. I mean, and most all know who you're going to see.
Right.
Know who you're going to see. I mean, if you don't like, off-color jokes, go see, fucking, I was going to say Todd Berry, but don't see him. If you like, just go see like one of these, go see Jeff Enball,
Sure.
And even then, if you get surprised at an open mic, every open mic has a place. Well, most open mics, there's a bar area where the drinks are served away, and there's a stage area. Just walk your drink to the back and drink your drink, and don't only up there 5 goddamn minutes. Wait till they can come back in. No one's going to care.
Well, you're correct. I don't disagree with you at all.
You don't have to sit through a comic you don't want to hear. You can walk up and just go into the other room. Yeah.
True. And one of the good things about that as well is that you don't have to, you don't have to like take it seriously because it's comedy. If you don't like what the comedian is saying,
that's true.
Assume you don't get the joke, or just say maybe he's not good. How many times? Like, here's the problem, bro. You ever been to a local band playing, or you went out for drinks and dinner at a bar and there was musicians playing, and maybe they played a song you didn't like? Did you start screaming "boo" and attack them, or did you just go, "Well, they're going to be done with this song and they're going to play another song"? And you know what? Maybe somebody likes that song. Sorry, go ahead.
And that's what I'm saying. What I'm saying then, you're absolutely right. You have the right to your opinion. There's a time and place to vocalize your opinion. It's not why the artist is on stage. If the person has offended you for some in particular way, I don't know, maybe they don't like the color pink. Just stand up, walk away, especially if it's an open mic. That's where people are trying out new stuff. That's when they're going to do hit and miss stuff. That's when they're going to be, it's where they're polishing the shit that they know are turds. If you go to an open mic, you're seeing shit.
Exactly.
That shit will one day become a diamond. But it has to start as shit. So if you don't want to hear the shit version of the joke, fuck off and leave.
Yes,
You're more than welcome to come to the club when it's a diamond. And that's how I feel about it.
And some people like the process. If you're a true fan of comedy, you're a fan of the process. Speaking of being a true fan of comedy, I want to share this one real quick with you. I had a great show Friday before last with Joe, Kenny B, Hurley King, not a new guy, but new to our comedy scene. We had a couple of other people there that came out and did some time. It was a lot of fun. It was at this old theater. And if they stay open, you know what I mean? If we can keep them open long enough, I'm going to do a festival there. So, and I definitely would love to have you involved in that because, so it's cool because there's like two showroom. There are two movie theaters. One of them, has a bar in the back.
Yeah.
And they're converted to showrooms like a comedy club. And then there's like a Nerf gun one that they took all the seats out of. So it's like a movie theater where you walk in a door and instead of that, there's like a paint one and like a hide and go seek one and a mini golf one and like a Nerf fight range thing. And I'm thinking to myself, what better place for comedy? Right? Because here's the problem with comedy festivals is that you either sit through 14 hours of comedy and all you have to do is drink and eat and then go see more comedy. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing necessarily, but imagine if people had stuff to do. Imagine if there were, 3 hour-and-a-half comedy shows in the day. But, you also could eat there. You could play games there, that kind of thing. It would be way more fun, I think.
Well, that's a great idea. But the problem where you get on with that, and I'm going to share two thoughts on that. First off, the reason why comedy festivals are normally drink, all you got to do is drink. Let's be honest. Most of them are sponsored by the bars that are doing the comedy festival there. They're sponsored by Budweiser and all the bars and everything that are in the Chamber of Commerce of that area. And that's how the comedy festival generates the income, plus the restaurants and stuff, which is basically adult-oriented entertainment. Problem is when you start making it more of a family event, which I understand, it would still have to be. Now, if you want to do like a parents' game day out kind of thing where it's just parents playing these games and stuff, I'm telling you right now, nothing kills a comedy show more than children. Or a comedy festival more than children. Unless you're doing, puppet shows and shit. Because I tell you right now, I do comedy. I got ambushed. I got ambushed because the place was a restaurant. It was actually Toby Keith's restaurant. I said, listen, it's an all ages, but there will be no kids in here. There'll be no kids by the time you come up, so don't worry about it. I go up on stage, ladies and gentlemen, Michael Mann. First thing I see in the front row is like an 8-year-old, a 12-year-old, and a 7-year-old. And I can't do my jokes in front of kids. I'm a goddamn parent. Believe it or not,
You know what I have to say to that?
Children. Yeah, and I had literally
I know.
4.5 minutes of jokes. I had 4 minutes worth of jokes. It's like, so when you start bringing in families, I get my butt kind of tightens up. Going, even when I write, even when I write clean, it's not clean. People think clean means no swearing. That's not what clean means. Clean means no swearing, and if you're gonna be offensive, just talk about my African.
Right.
What the fuck was that?
Sorry, I dropped one of my drops. My bad. Sorry about that.
Okay, that's no problem.
I should have told you to
clean. All right.
I'm kidding. No, I'm listening. Okay.
Well, that's
trying to produce.
I got you. I'm producing a bowel movement as we speak.
And you got your inhaler.
Yep, I got to light a cigarette.
That's fair.
I think I'm fucking kidding.
No, not at all.
I need to make. Hey, you know what the inhaler does?
What?
Gets rid of all that pesky oxygen and make room for fucking tumors.
Fair enough.
They're like, aren't you afraid cigarettes are going to kill you? I'm like, yeah, that's the point. I'm suicidal. I just procrastinate a lot.
I'm just very patient with my suicidalness.
Yes, I am. It's like I said, I want people to go, if people say when I die, when they say, oh, we never saw it coming, they're a fucking liar. Everyone's going to have to say, yeah, we saw that coming from a mile away. We're surprised he didn't die in October.
So, what about an 18 and over comedy festival where you had to show?
Oh, absolutely, all day long. I'll do an 18 and over comedy festival all day long. I will actually I'll do 17. I'll do 16. I'll do 16, 17, 18. If they can get into a rated R movie with their parents' consent and they're good parents, you know what I mean? But don't put me in front of a 9-year-old or a 10-year-old because it's just, first off, even if I go, I'm just going to go ahead and go hard. Still, the parents are going to be pulling the kids' ear and pulling them out with their ears covered. I'm going to go, I bring her back. She's in that age range for daycare. Oh.
Your comedy's edgy.
So
edgy. What else have you been working on, man? As we're closing down. Good thing is we're doing just a tight 30-ish or so tonight. Okay. So what else you been working on, man? And by the way, I'm glad you got AC running. That's huge.
Oh, I did. Yeah, I was actually going to turn it off because I thought there might be some noise issues, but I went, fuck this. This is orgasm in a window. Dude, if I was getting a Hummer right now, I wouldn't make her stop.
I got noise cancellation stuff going on. I got all kinds of stuff going on, man. You have no idea. It's all it's a bit much, but it is what I do. So.
Well, the album, because I know you're a music guy. Mm-hmm. You're a music guy as well, as a comic. Because I'm getting ready to go into the studio, I'm getting this new amp, and now they call it a practice amp, but I'm using it for songwriting. It's actually called a New X Mighty Space, or you can call it Nux Mighty Space. It's New X, and it's all contained. It's a self-contained modeling amp. It's just got like 2-inch, two 10-inch, not even 10. I think there might be 2 8s in there. Stereo modeling amplifier with a built-in drum loop, a drum looper, and everything. I mean, I can actually model this cab to anything. Nice. I want to do a, say a 412 Marshall cab with a Van Halen 5150 head. I can just dial it in, and the kicker is it's all on your fucking phone, dude.
Hell yeah.
This thing, all the modeling is, I mean, you can do it on the amp if you feel like fucking with it, but I'd just rather just dial it in and go with that. And the whole thing is about the size of a goddamn lunchbox.
Wow.
I mean,
I've seen those. Yeah. Orange makes something like that. My little Fender on top there is this. Well, no, not that one. I have a little Fender Mustang. It's actually down. You can't even see it. It's so small, but it's light. It's the lightest amp I have, but it has some amazing verbs. Those Fender amp reverbs. It like has all of those, and it's what I actually take to the studio because it's not big enough to really run live at all, unless you're like in a small place and you're going to mic an amp. You know what I mean? Because you want a pure amp sound mic versus like
you would definitely have to mic that. That wouldn't get above the drums live.
Yeah, not at all.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
but it's a great practice. And then I use my big PV. That's basically my it's a JC. It's a JC. It's so you get that 70s kind of.
Dude, I used to work for a PV because PV's based out of Mississippi, or they were.
I did not know that.
Yeah, they're a Mississippi-based company. Yeah, wow, and I worked with a retailer that did strictly PV equipment. And I wasn't a fan of it when PV is actually the ones who came out with the 5150. And then they also came out with there's several of them, but I mean, I remember the old PV Bandits going way back. And I had like 30 of them. And those things are going for like $110 now. I bought it for like $40 new in the 80s.
Yeah, mine is the JC. What is it? It's a Bandit 112.
Bandit 112, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the classic Bandit 112. And man, I've done an outdoor gig with like 200 people and barely needed the microphone, So
really?
The only bummer I have is that the only thing I'd complain I have is that you have to practice at sound. Because if you keep the thing below 3, so any kind of decent because like anything above 3 is just shakes. Like there's so much you don't know it can do. So you have to crank it for it to give you, you know what I mean? All kinds, kind of like a Les Paul versus a thing I like about a Strat is that the sound is kind of constant. You know what I mean? Or like my Telly.
I think I'm one of the few people who is actually a Les Paul guy over a Strat guy.
Oh, clearly me all day too.
Yeah.
But it gives you so much, there's so much character between, you know what I mean? 1 to 3 on the volume and 5 to 10 on the volume. There's so much difference versus a Strat, which it's just going to give you what it gives you, a little louder or a little less.
Well,
there's so much in that Telly.
To me, the epitome of the Strat sound, if you want to hear what a Strat's capable of, all you got to do is listen to any Stevie Ray Vaughan album.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but his sound was so dialed. I mean,
yeah.
Look, I'm gonna be honest. I used to idolize Stevie Ray Vaughan, and the older I get, the more I'm like, he was okay. I think Slash is a far better guitarist. Dude. I know.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I believe Slash would punch you in the mouth for saying that.
Not than Stevie Ray. No, I could see if it was like, Muddy Waters or what I mean, B.B. King or Eric Clapton, but
Slash.
I don't know. A lot of people don't think Stevie Ray Vaughan was that good.
Musician wise, I mean, a lot of those people probably are not musicians.
No, I'm talking guitarists. Because the average guy was told he's amazing, and I'm not saying he wasn't good. Here's what I'm saying: he had 4 or 5 things he could do, and he mastered those really well. And that's kind of it. He never went outside of that box.
Well, let me tell you this. Eddie Van Halen had 3 things he did well, and he never ventured past those.
I disagree completely.
Really? What did Eddie Van Halen do?
Because here's the thing.
He innovated tapping, he innovated chord variations. He did chord variations, and then he brought in the keyboards. Name something else.
He wrote some very good songs with lots of.
We're not talking about songwriting.
Yes, we are. We're talking about good. Are you a good guitar? Okay, if we're talking about raw guitar, he held down the front of a band. Here's what Stevie Ray Vaughan did. He dialed in a sound.
Eddie Van Halen was a better songwriter.
By far. Yes. Here's the thing about Stevie Ray Vaughan.
But we're talking about
if you took away that plunk sound, if you took away his bonga bonga, where every time you hit a note it was like bonga donga. If you took that away, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's him jamming on acoustics, out there, and he's just plunking on them. But if you took away that sound and made him play, He's not. He doesn't sound like half the guitarist. Okay, so that's what I listen for. If I can't,
you're talking about taking away one of Stevie Ray Vaughan's tools. That's fine.
No, I'm talking about taking away. No, he had one thing, and that was a sound he had dialed in to make basically a Strat. He used super high gauge strings, and then he cranked it up to make a single pickup sound like a humbucker. You know what I mean? And then he cranked the compression on it so it popped past the dirtiness of it, and that was it, man. Because honestly, there's like his son is not a good guitarist, right?
You know what happens when you crank the compression up? You
I
know what that does.
I have no idea how guitars work, bro.
All right, what that does is you have to strike the note even harder. If you don't strike it hard, the note's not going to sound at all. Compression brings it down.
Anyway, the point is, I don't think he was that good. I hit him the same way every time, and if I crank compression, it gives me a different sound. But anyway, like all the toys, right? So, but anyway,
and by the way,
I've been playing with Ottawa. I've been playing with Ottawa, by the way.
Let me say this. I think Eddie Van Halen's the better guitar player. That's not what I was saying. Continue.
So yeah. And I don't even think he was great compared to. I mean, I'm talking about people like Al Di Meola. You know what I mean?
It's a jazz player, yeah.
Yeah, the kind of people the kind of guitarists the guitarists look at. You know what I mean? That a lot of people don't even know what they're doing. You know,
you want to go there? We can talk about Andy Summers from the Police, the most underrated guitar player of the last 30 years.
I love Andy, but once again, Andy suffers from the same thing to me as because I'd prefer Fripp, and Andy's played with Fripp and says Fripp is by far a better guitarist. Robert Fripp of King Crimson. And Andy's played a lot with him. Steve Vai, for that matter. Steve Vai is magical on guitar. You know what I mean? Adrian Ballou. Adrian Ballou, who was the lead guitarist for Frank's not Sinatra, Frank
Zappa.
Yes, lead guitarist for Frank Zappa, lead guitarist for David Bowie. He's that guy who's the lead guitarist for super awesome solo people. He does his own stuff now.
Vai played for Zappa too. Vai played for Zappa when I think he was 17.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is that Adrian Ballou and Steve Vai are actually on tour together right now because
that kind of makes sense.
They like like Vi was a Ballou head back in the day. I'm just saying those guitars to me are so much better than a lot of guitarists that we idolize. I love Jimmy Page for what he was able to do. Because a lot of what I look at as a guitarist is, are you able to really carry the band? It frustrates me knowing that the Police were, one of the first bands to use so much overdubbing and stuff like that. Look, I love Brian May. What I've been into lately is that Brian May sound in those pickups. I swear they're the closest I can figure is they're like P90s. But I love Brian May's sound, right?
Brian May has a very unique sound that is very Brian May. You cannot confuse him with guitar contemporaries at the same time. You just can't.
Yeah, honestly, if you listen to Slash, it sounds like Brian May, and if you listen a lot to Slash and Slash, it sounds like Brian May and Jimi Hendrix had a baby. You know what I mean? Because you've got you've got that Jimmy, that edginess and that punch on the highs. You know what I mean? And a little bit of the show off. But then you have that Brian May, the fat mids, that Jimmy just didn't have those fat mids because I don't think they were even available back then with the Strat.
I'm sorry. Dude, we are so on different pages.
When was the last time? Did you see Slash's last Blues Jam Fest that he just did 2 weeks ago?
And I'm telling you now, Slash is a world-class guitar player. World-class.
Also, range, bro. Range.
Is he on my top?
Range.
Is he on my top 10 guitar players list?
No. But why not then?
No.
But why not?
Because there's so many out there better.
Okay, why? Why are they better? What can they do that he doesn't?
But I'll tell you right now, he is strictly a boo.
When was the last time you listened to any of his work?
Dude, what his new work? What new work? The stuff he did with Miles Kennedy?
No, he's literally on a new tour now, and he stripped everything down. He's literally, he's like, I'm playing with chords, and I'm back to foot pedals and no guitar tech. He's like, I wanted to, do something that was meaningful to me. And, he was talking about the problem with him is he was like, man, the problem with us is we got signed so young. He's like, I was 21 years old, and I didn't get to use a chord anymore and had a tech hitting my board buttons for me. And he's like, I literally had to put 3 different wah pedals at 3 different places on this stage. So wherever I was, I could use one because that was my go-to for my solos. And he's like, I'm so glad to be back to where I have my own pedal board. I'm using a straight cord plugging in. And since he's stripped down, but anyway, man, look, there's Slash's Snake Pit, which was a great thing. He just did a huge blues festival. He's got 2 bands he's working with.
He reformed Slash's Snake Pit.
Well, yeah, no. He doesn't even do that anymore. It's a different thing now.
Okay,
I'm just saying there was amazing work there, but his new work is just really good stuff, man. And as far as blues guitarists, rock blues guitarists holding it down in this space right now, I don't think there's anybody better that is holding it down and actually doing shit like the huge blues festival he just did in Washington 2 weeks ago. That wasn't for him. The dude you understand, every time you hear Guns N' Roses song on the radio, he gets money, right? He doesn't need money, but he's blowing up his friends. You know what I'm saying? He's not just, I'm going to go on tour for 3 months a year with Guns N' Roses and make $2 million. And he's out there playing. He's playing. His new thing is his new record. He just did the ES335. He's like, man, this is the first time I ever had time because Guns took off. And I was known for my sound, and then everything had to be the Les Paul for me. And he was like, I've finally had the time. I picked up this ES335, and there was that and a Thunderbird guitar. And he's like, my main guitar is the 335, and I just enjoyed the hell out of jamming on it. And it's like, that's what I appreciate. It's not someone who's like, I have this one style guitar, and then I learned how to do 5 things great on it. I'm like, yeah, but for 20 years, who can't do that? That doesn't make you talented. That makes you good at doing 1 or 2 things. Somebody who's like, I use different guitars on different albums. I use different tunings. I can lead a band completely with just my guitar playing. I can be everything, besides the rhythm. That's what I'm saying. I love guitarists who actually can lead a band. And
bring it back to Stevie. What age did Stevie die? 26, 27?
He was a 27 club.
All right.
Yeah.
So if he had had the time to progress along the timeline that Slash did, who's to say he still had that same tone dial then?
Because he never broke other things. I mean, think about the difference between November Rain and Welcome to the Jungle.
I think November Rain sounds out of tune. I think that guitar so that he bends out of pitch, dude.
On purpose.
Out of fucking pitch.
Yeah. He was tuned like a 16th out of tune for that thing on purpose. That was on purpose. He was tuned a 16th out of tune, so when he hit the bend notes, it slid in, and then when he slides back into it, because the way it's tuned, when he slides back into the rhythm of it, the na-na-na-na-na-na-na, it goes right into tune. It's actually rather brilliant when you know what was going on there. Literally, you tune it a step low. You tune it a step low, so when you hit a certain key, because you're out of that key, you go back into that key. It actually is in tune, but it doesn't sound right to the ear. It's very creative.
No, it doesn't sound right to the ear because it doesn't sound right to this ear. You can bend up to a pitch. You can do a 2.5 step bend.
I had no idea you can bend notes to a pitch. Are you sure? Wow. Let me look that up. Blowing my mind.
Yeah, then why tune down to 16?
What's creative? What's creative is because it's creative, because it's different, because it catches people. Because so many people are like, no, you create in this box, and if it's not in this box, it's wrong. And then there are artists and creative people who go, fuck the box. I'm going to create dude, King Crimson. We're talking like King Crimson are doing 18th, 19th measures. 18th notes and 19th measures. You don't need that. No one needs 18ths. Okay. No one needs that. Or 37 20 seconds. Literally, they have a song that is 37 20 seconds. Nobody needs all that, but it's creative and it's fun. Dude, you know what sucks to me? Who sucks to me is Boston.
King Crimson. I don't disagree with that. King Crimson.
By the way, just a quick side note on that.
They're prog rock.
Shut up! But anyway, I'm kidding. Side note on that. This song, the Boston song, has been such a long time.
It's ever longer. Not ever long. Overcome. Something. It has some name that has nothing to do with it.
can I live without? Got to keep on chasing a dream, though I may never find it.
Oh, they never find it.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not a Boston fan. I'm not a songwriter. I'm not a fan of the songwriting. I'm not a fan of the singer.
But okay, so but that song is the most annoying song.
Oh, it is. It's terrible. I hate it. Oh, More Than a Feeling is worse. More Than a Feeling is worse.
Well, okay, but More Than a Feeling doesn't have that freaking intro. That Boston song has like an hour-long intro. Yeah, man.
Well, you know what they did? They were thinking, hey, the Who did this, we can do it. But the Who did it in front of a good song. You know?
I agree.
What song is that? What song is it with the big long intro? Won't Get Fooled Again. The Who did that on Won't Get Fooled Again, and he did it on a little keyboard.
Yeah, but that was and I agree they did it, but they did it better. You're right.
They did it better on a better song.
You know who I was tripping on the other day, side note, that people kind of sleep on, especially nowadays, because they're such an old band and they were so groundbreaking, is the Doors. Because they were around, people forget the Doors were around at the same time as Jimi Hendrix, literally touring with and making records with Jimmy. But the Beatles were top of the charts back then, right? So you had the Beatles, Jimi Hendrix, and the Doors all making music at the same time. How crazy is that? And then the Doors are just creative, dude. Just creative they were.
I just couldn't get behind Jim Morrison. I just couldn't. I was just like, if Pretentious wore pants, if Pretentious wore leather pants, it would be Jim Morrison in the Doors.
I mean, okay. I just thought the music was great. I loved
the music. The music was great. I love The End. The End is a great song.
Roadhouse Blues.
Roadhouse Blues is one
I was listening to LA Woman the other day. That guitar is just so Robbie Krieger to me. I love his guitar because it was so just think about LA Woman, just tasteful and tight, you know what I mean? Is Howard. I
think LA Woman would be a hit.
It was very jazz, dude.
I think LA Woman would be a hit today if it was recorded by a band that was, really, kind of faithful to the original. I don't think it needs to be touched up. One thing I do hate about people doing covers of iconic songs is not the fact that they're doing them, or not the fact that they're doing their own spin on them. It's the fact when they start changing arrangements or changing the vocal melody to the point where it's not the same song. Because vocal melody is a key. I mean, LA Woman is not LA Woman without LA Woman. You're my woman. It's just that's
yeah.
And even in Sweet Child of Mine, I hated the Cheryl Coke cover of Sweet Child. I just did. It sounded like if Sweet Child of Mine was played in the elevator. It was just terrible. It was awful. What I hate worse than that is when Kid Rock did this, I was like, you're just a cunt. That song all summer long. He did not sample that song. He did not take a piece of it. He took the entire song and rewrote the lyrics.
No, it was wasting time. I've been sitting here.
No. It's werewolves of London. Dun 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 dun. Saw the werewolf drinking a soda.
Okay, but it's straight samples, but it still stems. No. It's straight samples, wasting time. I've been sitting here wasting. It's straight sample. What is that? Lay down in the tall grass and let me do my stuff. I know times get rough. Fleetwood Mac.
I'm telling you right now, you are wrong. I want you to play Warren Zevon's Werewolves of London. Pull it up right now.
Yeah, but that's been in. I cannot because I'll get copyright struck. But that's been in 100. But that's been in 100 songs, bro. But that keyboard line, but that's been in 100 songs. Stop.
Yeah, they're all Warren Zevon.
No, that's been in 100. That's been sampled 100 times. 100 times by 100 musicians.
Sampled. The problem, I have no problem with sampling a song.
Okay.
But when you take the entire song, verse,
you're being selectively outraged. Calm down.
You're
He
wrong.
literally put two other elements of songs in there and wrote some original chords. It's way more there's a lot of hip hop that is literally a song, and you take a drum loop from that song and you jazz it up, and it literally is an entire song. The Kid Rock thing, at least there was Let Me Do My Stuff. I forgot the name of that song by Fleetwood Mac. I know times get rough. Let me lay you down in the tall grass. You know what I'm talking about?
I don't know the song, and I'm a Fleetwood Mac fan. You just sing it poorly.
Yeah.
If you sang it better, I probably know it.
Well, yeah, you don't know the lyrics, so yeah. I mean, if I was a fan of a band and somebody sang the lyrics, I would be like, oh yeah, that song. I know times get tough. Lay you down in the tall grass. Let's see here.
Is it off Rumors? Rumors is my favorite song, my favorite album. Of course, it's everyone's favorite album.
Secondhand News.
I don't know that one. I just don't know that song.
1977 from the album Rumors.
Fuck.
It's only from one of the most popular selling albums of all time.
Oh, I know. I own the CD. I owned the CD. How long ago? As I told you, I own the CD. I don't believe that might have been just one I just skipped over. Okay, I feel stupid.
I can only play a little bit of it, but listen.
I know you got like 5 seconds.
This part. Bow, bow, bow. All right. So that was in that Kid Rock song.
Okay, it didn't come through, so I didn't hear it. I just heard you go bow, bow, bow.
Oh, you didn't come through at all?
It didn't come through
Hold
at
on,
all.
hold on.
Not a note. Not a note.
That is weird. Hold on. See, now I have to figure out what the heck's going on there. Oh, maybe it won't play because it's YouTube.
Ah, probably.
Try. Can you hear it now? Can you hear that?
Yeah, I heard that. What song is he? That is, he does that in a different song?
There's elements of that song in there.
In All Summer Long?
Yes. They even do that. Let's see here. Who's dinging me? There we go. All right. And then, but it came through the second time. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm going to have to go back and listen to it.
I'm just secondhand news. I'm just secondhand news. I know times get tough. Let me lay you down. Okay, so the funniest part was Chris Farley actually. They had a sketch back in the day called Not Getting Any on Saturday Night Live. And they were like, what do you do to get chicks? And Chris Farley was like, I'll take a chick and be like, let me lay you down in the tall grass. Let me do my stuff. It's so funny.
I realized
this. Say what?
I just realized this is a comedy podcast. We've talked about 35 minutes worth of music on.
But I'm so happy to do that because I don't have music people I get to talk to, brother. Like where we can come on here and argue. And the fact that you don't think Slash is amazing, I mean, that's what are you going to do?
I never said that. I never said that. I said Slash is a world-class guitar player, but he's not in my top 10. That's all I said. Yeah.
Awesome. That's fair. You're allowed to be wrong.
Yeah. Well, it's just like they voted, what was it, Billboard or some other stupid rag, put Joan Jett in the top 10 of guitar players of all time. Fuck no, she's not. I would put
how would you put Joan? You should have. And Neil Young. They put Neil Young in there.
Yeah,
seriously? They left Al Di Meola out. They left oh god, I can't think of his name. Amazing guitarist dude with the hair. He's got a lot of hair. He's amazing. Anyway, they left him out. They left out Slash. I don't think was on there. Yeah. They put this. Okay, so wait, and you might get mad at me and disagree with this. What's your opinion on Homeboy from Rage Against the Machine, Morello, Tom Morello?
Top 10 guitar players, no. What he did is he took the instrument and he did things that were not previously done. But how he did them was using modern technology.
No, they were done before. He just acted special, and MTV said you're genius for doing them, and he got credit. He was like, see the feedback, and then I turn my other pickup all the way down and I switch it and it turns off the feedback and that's my solo. I'm like, wouldn't it be cool if you could actually play the guitar? Wouldn't it be awesome if you could take the strings on the guitar in your hand and do this and make music?
Well, I can tell you this. I can use the song a fistful of what is it? Fistful of Steel by Rage. A song called Fistful of Steel.
Yeah, you know, and that's the thing. They had great music, dude. I can't deny.
Now that was what he did was he made a bunch of noises with his thing, with his stuff, and then he started doing a chromatic run. And now you can make a chromatic run sound out of key is beyond me, but he did.
Dude, that's Ray. Go back and listen to King Crimson. Listen to Beat. Listen to. Okay, so they had a 3-album thing, right? A trilogy, and it was Discipline, Beat, and what was it? Discipline, Beat, and let's see here, King Crimson 3-record run. Discipline is amazing. Let's see here. 3 of a Perfect Pair. Sorry. The last one was called 3 of a Perfect Pair. And so anyway.
Yeah. But now the kicker is what this is I think both of those people are all 3 of those that we mentioned are incredible songwriters.
See, but I don't think Tom Morello wrote much of the music. Yeah. I think that was more Zach.
He had to play it. You know, he had to play it. I'm sure he's the only guitar player, so he had to put his flourishes on them. And
why does Dave Grohl kill blonde musicians?
What's that? Oh.
First Kurt, now Taylor. I'm just saying, Dave Grohl kills blonde musicians.
Okay.
And really talented ones too. He doesn't kill like run-of-the-mill guys. He kills like really good ones. So.
And going back, and you know, if you just wanted to put a singer-songwriter on there for a guitar player, and we'll go female, you got to go Joni Mitchell.
Oh, all day.
Joni Mitchell before Neil Young or fucking Joan Jett.
And then she could play guitar for Michael Jackson. I can't think of her name, but there was this blonde chick who played. She was amazing. Yeah,
she had a really big hair.
Big hair. She used to, back when that was the thing, right? So.
But you know who they did put on there? They put Oriente on there, who was slated to play on the Michael Jackson tour that he died before he died.
Right.
Right before she was actually in rehearsals. And she's on the list of top 10 guitar players. And I can't say she's not a wonderful guitar player. She is. But my problem is not with who's on it. It's on who's not. Who's not on it.
Right. Well, yeah, no, my problem is who's on it. Neil Young would tell you I'm not one of the best guitarists. I never even attempted to be. Like that wasn't I'm a singer-songwriter who played a little bit. The only time I ever can remember in all of history him even holding an electric guitar was Free World.
And that's it. I was just mention that. And his whole guitar solo was he was playing an E on the 5th fret. And then the actor going ding 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 ding, and he did it for 16 measures, and it comes right back and keep on rocking in the free world. That's my important.
I wanted to ask you about Greta Van Fleet. Yeah, no, he sucks.
Greta Van Fleet.
I like him, dude. Dude, the Guitar Kid. I'm like, okay. Like at first I was like, meh, and then I started paying attention. I'm like, this dude is the real deal. He's holding down a big band in a big sound in a big way. Now, do they use Pro Tools? Yeah. Do we know they use like backing tracks? Yeah. But the kid is still wailing on guitar. He's earning his guitar money. That's all I got to say when I watch him. I'm like, this guy is earning his guitar money, you know? So,
you know, they're one of the bands I don't have a problem. They were, when they came out, I kind of did this, bass.
Me too. I was like, ugh. Like they got a rock and roll boy band because rock and roll is dead and boy bands are dead. So they're like, let's do a rock.
You know who I think is holding Greta Van Fleet back from actually doing something original? Their singer.
Oh, because he's oh gosh, what's the name of the band from Canada? Because they're from Canada too, and he sounds just like him.
He sounds just like Robert.
You're a mean.
He sounds just like Robert Plant from Led Zeppelin.
See, I don't think he's as good as Rob. I think he sounds more like Geddy Lee. Geddy Lee.
You do? I just
Listen to Geddy Lee and listen to him.
I can hear now. You gotta listen to early Plant in like 72, 73.
That's when he is.
He sounds about like now. He doesn't sound like older Plant with Big Log or stuff like that. Of course he doesn't. Or even Cashmere years.
Well, and I think the singer dude is maybe 23. So yeah, they're young. Hey puppy. Hey good boy.
Oh, that's
okay.
That's not the one that caught my knees. But
yeah, no, that's a better doggy. Man, it is good to hear from you, my brother. We're gonna head out. I want to watch this video on the out. Want to thank you guys. Enjoy this video with us, and we're gonna cut the string. Hang around. We'll talk after this show, Mike. And we refer to this is Saturday Night Live, not getting any. And if they strike it, they strike it. Please like, share, and subscribe, y'all. Please make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Mike's going to share it on his page too this time, and everybody's going to love it and watch it. Guys, this has been PT Pod number 43 with the man, Michael Mann. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. And make sure you follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. It's at PT Pod Show on your Instagram and your Facebook, and then just me at Seahawk Comedy. All right, guys, check this out with us.
Now it's time for Not Getting Any, an unrehearsed group discussion between panelists who haven't slept with women in a long, long time. And here's your host, Steve Charlton.
Hi, welcome to Not Getting Any. I'm your host, Steve Charlton.
We're going to take a quick pause just so you guys know Farley was the best. Farley was an angel. Farley was gone way too soon. All right. And now we continue on. You know, that's how culture has changed. You would not be able to tell that joke today. Am I right, dog? Am I right?
Oh, shit.
Can you believe that's been the show?